Today we'll be talking about some logical formulas that are being used in the Excel for data analysis. Now the formulas are really simple. It's very easy to understand, but if you know those things, so it's very important to understand those things. And I will try to make it as simple as I can, so that you don't feel burden about anything, and how you can use like logics in the formulas when you are using to write it, and what are the shortcuts which you can apply over that, and how to think. That's the main motive of this lecture. And yeah, if you have any doubt, please feel free to comment, or just comment it and I will sort it out the problem if I see that. So first thing is to understand the data set. If you see there is gender, race or ethnicity, it's divided into ABC, which we don't have to care for this task. It's very simple. Parental level of education, lunch, or which type of lunch they are getting in the schools, then the test preparations, then there is scores, how much they are scoring. What we are supposed to find is the if the student has failed is basically, if you see this is an exercise, I will recommend you to read this. Fail is when a student scored less than 35 marks in at least one of the subject. In grades, we have to assign A for those who have scored more than 75 in all the subjects, C to the students failing, and B to all the other students. Then we have third thing which we are supposed to identify is the number of students who have failed and not completed the test preparation. If the students who have failed and not completed test preparation course, we have to assign repeat course value in the status column. And then we have to count the students according to the criteria mentioned in the O5, O6 and O7. So this is basically O5, O5, O6 and O7. So this is the criteria. What we are going to see, and what we are going to, logics which we are going to use, which first thing is to understand what is the AND gate. If you are from the computer science, you might already be knowing. So AND gate says when all the logics are correct, then it gives true, else false. Like if I say if G4 greater than 70, so it returns false because it's not. If I say now this thing as well greater than maybe 40, says false because both are false. So if A and B are false, it says false. Or if any both are true, then it's true. If even though if we say, oh come on, if one is also false, then also it's a false. But if I say in the OR gate, if you see, even the one is correct, everything is correct. If both are false, then it's a false. Then we have a NOT gate as well, which is really important for you to understand. NOT gate is basically when the value is true, it returns false. Sorry. So when it's false, it will be true. When it's true, it will be false. It will just reverse the things. So this is first checked, and depending upon the result of this, the NOT gate will be performed. Then we have a function if. If I say if suppose this cell greater than 72, then we have to write what we have to do if it's true. Sorry, if it's true, we will give it okay, else we will give it no. So see, it automatically completes. Now since the score was not greater than, yeah, this thing is also must be understood. I'm not saying greater than. Now I'm saying greater than, sorry. Now what we are supposed to, nested ifs. there is one more thing for next is. Now for that I will directly jump in the task so that we will complete the task at the same time as well. First thing, to count the students who have failed, and the task is if a student is having less than 35 marks in any of the subject like math, reading and writing scores, he is considered failed. So what I will do, I will start with the if, then I will say OR get says it will give me true even though one is correct. Okay, so first thing I have to do, I have to get is the logic to this in the OR get. If I say in the if statement, as soon as I start, see if you read here, say logical test. So if it's true, this logical test is true, then this will be returned. Yes, this will be returned. So to get the true result, I will apply OR test here. Sorry, now it will say that how many logics do I want to give. So first thing which I will do is I will write this one, and I will say if it is greater than less than 35, or if this is less than 35, or if this is less than 35. If everything has been satisfied, then I will say student has if everything is satisfied, I will say the student has failed, else I will say is passed, or pass, maybe passed does not look good. So yeah, so now if you see the student have like more than 35 in everything, so he is passed. But if double click, and I'll see that how many, so here it is, the student have failed this much. And then if you see here, I don't know, he has not given the maths test as well. Here if you see in this, that's all on a search, this 34 marks, like in other subjects he was having more than 35, but in one subject he was having less than 35, so that's why he has been marked fail. Now I have to find the grades. Now grades formula is for you to understand it clearly. Now if you see how we are going to do this, equals if, okay, first logical test is I have to start with the end, because for A everyone have to be more than 75. So this one have to be more than 75, this one have to be more than 75, and this one have to be more than 75. Okay, then we will say that yes, this is A grade student. Else I am having what, another if statement. Now here I will be using OR get. Now for that, that's the reason, because like if in any of those, if he is getting less than 35, he has failed. So now I will use this one, is less than 35, this, oh, sorry, okay, then 35, then less than 35. So in that case I'll use SC, else in all the other cases it's B. So okay, where is that? Now this has been closed, sorry, this if has been closed, come on. Where am I getting this wrong? If logical test and the true, if am I giving the correct logics not. This one here, this one is closed here. Uh, and wait a minute guys, I think I'm missing something. Now that's the thing with the nested if and ors. You might miss something and you will not even be knowing that. So here I'm missing this AND gate. I have not closed that. No, what was the error? But see, now I'm getting B, and I will do it for everything now because it is less than. Here say A. Now I see when it is failed. Now this thing is I have to apply status of the student if he have completed the course or not. If now I will see this thing is equal to, sorry, not the status will be checked by this thing. If this thing, okay, if F4 is equal to none, I'll say him to repeat course. And now if I just drag it here and you see those students who have completed the course, none are completed. It's a false because now you don't have to repeat the course. I'm not giving the another. You can give if you want, like repeat course, comma. Okay, and so now if I do it like this, so okay, it doesn't matter much, but yeah, for you to know. And grade counts are like we have to use we have to start like this, count if. Okay, now what I have to count these things from here. Now if I say control shift and downside, it will select everything. Now if it is equal to this thing, then it will count. So 198 students have scored grade A, 82 for pre, and 29 students have failed the course. So this was the basically all the logical things which we are supposed to know. These are the basic things. There are lots of things to understand. These are basically how you can start. And if you have any problems in getting the solutions to any of the logical expressions in the Excel, please let me know. Thank you.